Alright. Hope you guys are staying with me, because here is the third and final part of the book, Behind the Mask. Bruce uses his hacking skills to locate all the different locations of all the students that are at his party and to find out where Selina could be. He tracks the location, finds the house. However, though, he gets knocked out by another dart and is captured and taken to a house by the toughest guys from Tumblr. Luckily, though, Selina's there. He rescues her. Back at Wayne Manor, they share a sweet moment. They share some sweet moments of their childhood, and then they have some sweet sex. Teenagers, huh? And everyone in Gotham knows about the kidnapping, and it's only been, like a day? Anywho, Selina's claws begins to come out, and she acts really cold towards Bruce. But then again, he deserves it, because she is a strong, independent woman. So she sneaks back to her house, and there is Jack, waiting for her, worried about her, and her response is, "I am a strong, independent woman. Bye." Bruce finds Harvey Dent, and asks him some questions about his kidnapping. Harvey explains that while he was kidnapped by the Tumblr guys, there was also a third person who was wearing a Mexican luchador tiger mask. I wonder who this could be. Bruce also discovers from Professor Ivy that the drugs actually came from Jack Napier. Which leads to another scene, in which case Selina comes over to Jack's house, and inside she discovers the shrine, her creepy shrine, and her response is, "I freaking love it." I think she must be a narcissist, because she loves this so much that I think it makes her horny. And of course, Jack being kind of a simp, he gets lured in real quickly. Back at Selina's house, she finds out that the insurance only pays for the nurse for only another month, and her father's condition is getting worse. What is Selina to do? She just does not have the money. But she'll find a way. Back at school, we actually have our first Batman-Joker fights. Finally, a battle between Bruce and Jack Napier. And this only lasts for 2 panels, but I guess I'll take it. At the museum, we see Bruce's and Jack's bromance crumbling down even further as they fight for the affections of Selina Kyle. After all, the triangle is the perfect shape. The next day, however, Jack comes over to Wayne Manor to make up with Bruce and probably make out. But they also don't know what happened to Selina. She just disappeared. The next day back at school, Bruce suddenly gets a suicide note text message. In fact, actually everyone has this message. I don't know why everyone has these messages on their phones, simultaneously. So anywho, Bruce goes to the abandoned tower and finds the masked kidnapper. The masked stranger pulls off his mask, and it's none other than... Before I continue on, I want to quickly mention, or I guess really promote, our new store. If you like the work we do and want to wear it wherever you go, check out TeePublic. I'm there for selling t-shirts, tote bags, and much more. From our original works to some properties you're probably familiar with. We'll be putting up some more art that you can carry with you. And the best part is, you'll look smashing in it. Click on the link below and check out the Madtown merch on TeePublic. And now, back to the show. Selina. So it turns out that Bruce has been bamboozled, hoodwinked. She has been tricked by Selina, playing with his wallet and his emotions. Jack Napier appears as well, as he also finds out what has happened. She has tricked people. She has lied to people. She made people worried. He had one kid get kidnapped and tortured. But it's all good because she is, after all, a strong, independent woman who needs no man. To Bruce, he's just a trust fund kid. And to Jack, he's nothing but a joke. So then she jumps off the building into the water and dies. And this, of course, leads to another battle between Jack and Bruce. Ooh, and it's 2 pages. Nice. Jack goes back to his pranksters, and Bruce, well, he doesn't need friends. He has followers. At the end, we find out that Selina's father is taken out of the house and is now taken care of in the Metropolis Estates full care facility. Apparently, because Selina's beneficiary is her father, he now has the money. But here's a twist. Selina is not dead. She survives the fall and swims out to safety with a little help of Poison Ivy. And the last panel shows her in Paris. How does she have the money to go to Paris? No one really knows. And nobody really cares. The end. Okay, so that was it for Gotham High. I wrote a couple of notes down. This is going to be really quick, but here's what I got from this. Bruce has some moments of acting like the Bruce Wayne from the real Batman. He does. He sometimes acts like a detective. He worries about his friends, and he actually goes out to, do what we expect Batman to do. But that's not important. It's all about him being in this love triangle. And in the end, just makes him just really bland compared to the real deal. Jack, I put down simp. Simple as that. He is nothing like his predecessor. Nothing. Selina. Wow. They really make you want to sympathize with her earlier in the book, especially her whole plight was trying to help her father and having, these crises with money. But the fact that she's pretty much screwed over both Bruce and Jack, as well as a lot of other people who were, worried about her kidnapping and her committing suicide. Yeah, that's just messed up. Catwoman is a thief. She is a anti-hero. She will steal. But she only does it for the sake of survival. She flirts and flaunts for the sake of trying to protect herself. But this Selina Kyle, she's toying with people and screwing with people. Oh yeah, fun fact, she's 16. Let that sink in. Other characters we also have is Alfred, bribes the police officers because, all police officers are corrupt boys and girls. He's married to John Pennyworth. Nobody cares because the writers don't care. Other characters too we have is, as I mentioned earlier on, is Dick Grayson, who's not only race swap, but apparently his whole entire character has changed. He's the same age as Bruce, and he is the target for school bullies. Yep, all the origin of Robin. Yeah, that's not in this character at all. It's very disappointing. Same thing goes for Barbara Gordon. She's not the cool Batgirl / Oracle that we know. She's been reduced to the token black friend. The change to Commissioner Gordon to Mrs. Gordon, the principal of Gotham High, makes no sense at all. No sense whatsoever. Nobody cares about Harvey Dent. He means nothing. Even though he was just kidnapped, like, no one really cares about that. Because it's all about the love triangle. Oh yeah, and there's a cameo of Mr. Bullock, who's bald. The art is another problem with this book. It's not as consistent. It really feels like they didn't really finish the art, or didn't like add any more details, or fix the character designs, because the faces on these characters do not look good, especially for Jack Napier. He has it the worst. He's like the ugly version of Leonardo DiCaprio. And there's even moments where Bruce Wayne goes cross-eyed. It's really weird. The colors are not bad, even though the background's kind of weak. The colors is bright and vibrant. Not Gotham, but I wouldn't mind it in another book. But there's moments and panels where we see the characters in the foreground, and behind them is like a solid color, like a solid pink or a solid blue, even though their main area that they're in has bluish, purplish skies. And they do that a lot. I don't know why. In terms of the writing, I think it possibly could have gotten a little bit more cringy, but this is still not good. And adding in some Easter eggs is not going to help either. So yeah, overall, my final thoughts is, why is this even made? I definitely can't see Batman fans reading this book. But I also can't see, just regular teenagers reading this book. I know Riverdale is popular, but even with that, it looks even more interesting than this. This was just boring and bland. Hopefully they'll make this into a TV show on CW. Please God, no. I might continue doing a speed draw review of the new Warriors comic from Marvel, but honestly, I can take so much torture. But let me know in the comment section below if you want me to. This is my trilogy of me drawing Batman characters as teenagers and giving my sketchy opinion on Gotham High. Hope you enjoyed this series, and I'll be back to give out some more of my sketchy opinions. And as I mentioned before, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and of course tap that subscribe button. You can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and check out our store on TeePublic. And if you have any comments or any suggestions of what we should do, let us know in the comment section below. And let us know what you think about this thing. Well, I'll catch you folks later. I hope you stay happy and healthy. Peace.